would say I'm a 6th generation landowner and a 2nd generation rancher. The ranch is out by Sun City, Kansas, about 7,000 acres total. I have a small herd of Corriente and Corriente cross cattle, and I'm using to develop a small frame, forage efficient, extremely fertile, low input type cow, and I've stocked the rest of the ranch with custom cattle from different sources. Succession planning, I mean, it should be an integral part of every agricultural business that's, that's family based. Really anything that is a business should have some sort of succession plan as to what happens when the principal operator of that business, something happens to him. I think that just about anybody that has a stake in the land and the ranch, in the operation, should be a part of the succession planning process. And that doesn't necessarily get limited to just the people that work on the ranch or are supported by it. Who else are your stakeholders? Who else has a financial interest in that land? Over the years, we've used many different resources for succession planning on the Alexander Ranch, and I think it'd be kind of a fallacy to list them because there's so many and everybody's going to need something a little bit different. The moral of the story is you need to have some help because nobody has all the answers, and not even one person that can help you has all the right answers. So be sure, learning is a process. It's not an end. Like if you went to college and got a diploma, that's not the end of your learning journey. That's just the beginning. And succession is kind of like that. I mean, it's an evolving process. It's not a document that you're going to make and set in stone and then 20 years later pull out of the safe, dust it off, take it down to the courthouse and expect everything to work like it did. I feel like it's never too early for a ranch to be looking at succession. If you're a brand new operator and you just got possession of that land and those cattle last month, it's not too early to have that succession planning conversation. If you're a guy that's been around for 25 years and it's not too late for you either, but it's also not too early. The wrecks happen when the conversations aren't had, when you don't have an understanding of what the different stakeholders and people that possibly stand to inherit that land want. A lot of folks my age and a little bit older live through the effects of things like undivided interest and wills and blind trusts that weren't communicated at the family level that nobody talked about. And it's just like, well, that's in the will and you guys can figure it out when I die. That's a cop-out. That's the generation just saying, I don't want anybody to be mad at me because they didn't think they got what they wanted, so I'm just gonna let them fight it out after I'm gone. Like, it's a total cop-out, and I hope people aren't doing that anymore.